Every human on this planet has been granted the privilege of life. We are born, time passes in between, and eventually we all die. What we do with that time in between is determined by us. Whether you decide to spend the time living an average life, asleep, and avoiding responsibility at all costs, or to wake up and to take responsibility for absolutely everything in your life is completely your choice. Every human has the desire to be special and to do something meaningful with their life, but not many achieve this desire. When we were kids, we all had incredible dreams. We wanted to be millionaires, astronauts, and to cure cancer. So how did we go from visualizing the biggest, wildest futures for ourselves to being satisfied with our tiny office cubicle and a 9-to-5 job? Well, the truth is that most people are content with being average simply because it is comfortable. Everyone wants $1 million, but they don't want to actually make $1 million. There are very few people who are actually hungry enough or committed enough to make the sacrifices required to live an exceptional life. If you're watching these videos, then we can almost guarantee that you are hungry to level up and live a better, more meaningful life. The question is, how hungry are you? Today we are going to talk about what it costs to live an exceptional life, so you can decide if you have what it takes and if you're willing to make all the sacrifices necessary to achieve a life that others can only dream of. Welcome to Cash Cartel, a safe haven for future billionaires and innovative thinkers. Everything in life has a price. It is the universal law of exchange. We must give in order to receive. Many people fail to understand this. They put in 25% effort, and when they don't get 100% return, they get upset and they quit. There is simply no two ways about it. You are going to have to outwork everyone else if you want to live an exceptional life. There are going to be days when you have to sacrifice sleep, socializing, and rest to push your goals and dreams further. You'll have to say no to a lot of fun things. To do this, your focus has to be unshakable. Therefore, it is key that you have an insatiable hunger for whatever dream or goal you are chasing. Your why simply cannot only be centered around money or fame or something materialistic, because when you go to sleep at 1 a.m. and you have to wake up at 4 a.m., money will not be enough to drive you to get yourself up after only 3 hours of sleep. However, purpose will be. If you manage to align your purpose with whatever goal you are working on, you will jump out of bed without any hesitation, and you will be able to draw energy and strength from that purpose, and it will become your fuel. So maybe you have the hunger and it stems from a place of purpose. You know what you want and you're willing to do whatever it takes. But what does it take? What are you going to have to sacrifice to achieve these goals, besides the obvious answers like partying on the weekend and sleep? The first major sacrifice is your time. This goes beyond your evenings and weekends. If you have set your goals right, and they are big and scary, they will most likely take years to achieve. Think about some of the most well-known successful figures in history. Henry Ford, Nelson Mandela, and J.K. Rowling are great examples. For J.K. Rowling, it took 5 years. For Nelson Mandela, 27 years. There is no telling how long it will take you, but you have to be committed to the long haul. The right kind of goals, the ones that align with your life's purpose, might take your entire life, and maybe even beyond that. This should not deter you. The aspect of time should seem irrelevant because you are so hungry for it that you do not care how long it will take you. You are content as long as you are working on your dream. Success is the product of working on yourself. Many people are misguided in thinking that all the focus should be on the business, or making the money, or networking and climbing the social ladder. This is incorrect. The most important daily responsibility that you must undertake is to go to work on yourself every single day. You have to continuously level up and show up as a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. This is going to require growth, and the only way to do that is to get uncomfortable. Yep, you've heard it before, but it's so important we are going to say it again. It is time to get uncomfortable. You need to identify every part of yourself where you see a potential shortcoming, and you need to go to work on that part of yourself. If you have a problem with public speaking, get a coach and practice in front of your family and friends until you get better. You will never be able to go as far as you dream of going unless you ruthlessly and religiously recreate yourself every day in the image of the person you will need to be to achieve that dream. Stop running towards comfort. It's time to start embracing discomfort. Use the aversion you feel towards uncomfortable situations as a green light. Whenever you feel aversion to something that makes you feel uncomfortable, train yourself to run towards it. We have spoken about some of the sacrifices you will have to make to live an exceptional life. Now we want to mention some of the skills you are going to need to cultivate in the process. These skills will help make the sacrifices easier, and they will serve you in every aspect of your life. The first skill is patience. You are going to have to cultivate a deep sense of patience. As we mentioned above, the types of goals you set in order to live an exceptional life are not your average goals. They are bigger and will take more time than the average goals. You are going to have to learn to be patient and to trust your intuition when it comes to the timing of certain milestones. Never rush because of impatience. It can result in the loss of many weeks, months, and even years of hard work. Cultivating this kind of patience will only strengthen your resolve and make you even more unmovable in your quest for an exceptional life, because you will be willing to wait for it. Lastly, you will have to be disciplined. This is your fallback. If you cannot be disciplined, you will stumble every time there is a hurdle. Life is full of adversity. No one in this world escapes it, and we are all knocked down by life at one point or another. The key is to have the discipline to keep going, even when life has brought you to your knees. Just keep going. This is done by strengthening your self-discipline muscle. Emotions should never influence your daily actions without your consent. Feeling sad? Cry in the gym. Don't feel like working on a specific task? Do 15 minutes of work and put it away. Learn to use your emotion wisely and channel them into getting things done. Too many people are controlled by their emotions, and that is why they can never stick with something for longer than 5 days. By cultivating self-discipline, you will automatically cultivate the grit you need to get through the tougher days. While others resign themselves and get into bed, you will push on, and this is the price you pay to live an exceptional life. You are going to have to sacrifice a lot, but remember the rule of exchange. By working on yourself and making the sacrifices that other people are not willing to make, you will lead an exceptional life, filled with abundance, prosperity, and fulfillment. Take action now. Continue watching our videos so that you can begin the journey and unlock infinite wealth and success in your life today.